A while ago, before a track day, I put these skateboard wheels on as crash bobbins to protect the bike in case I put it down. It was only a temporary solution, but the temporary solution lasted a bit too long. A couple of days ago, I asked my mate if I could use his lathe to make some new crash bobbins. He said yes. So I bought a piece of 7075 aluminium stock and spent a couple hours on the lathe. It was across 2 Saturdays that I managed to turn these pieces. But I'll show you how I made them, the process that went into making them. It was a bit noisy in the garage, so I've had to cut the audio, and I'll do voiceover for that. But yes, follow along as I made these beautiful new aluminium crash bobbins, and let's get them installed on the bike. Yeah, you can see the original crash bobbins we've got. I put these on a while ago. It was just skateboard wheels that I had painted black and then put a stainless steel rod through, or threaded bar. So these are going to take off and build new ones. So that was the rear, the front, and then at the rear, yeah, got the same sort of solution. So the plan is now to measure up and build custom bobbins, custom crash bobbins, to take these off and make it look a lot nicer. This is the piece of aluminium I'm using. It's 7075 aluminium, 50mm diameter by 400mm long. And that's what I'm going to use to make the bobbins. We parted the solid bar in half to make it easier to work with. I faced the bar to make it smooth. Just showing you my workstation for the next couple hours. This is the design I was going for, and all of the various measurements. Needed to reduce the outside diameter to 40mm, so I had to make a couple passes. I drilled and then tapped a M8 thread into the piece. I parted that piece off, put it down to cool down because it was warm, and then faced the next piece to start. Measuring to make 100% sure I haven't gone too far or not too big, and then time for test fit. Test fit. Perfect. Goes inside. Now we can drill and thread. Happy with the part. I drilled, tapped, and then parted off the piece, ready to start the next one. This piece was the most complex. It had multiple faces and dimensions to work with, and I really took my time on this. Lots and lots of measuring. Changed to a boring bar to hollow out or cut out the middle. Just showing you my work so far on the most complex piece before I part it off. The step is just to chamfer the outer edge to give it a nice profile. All 4 of the bobbins done and ready to install. Back to my place. To install it, I'm going to use some 243 Loctite. I've still got the original threaded rods that I made for the skateboard wheels. I've just shortened them and cleaned up the edge so that the thread goes on easier. And I've just cleaned up the edge. So I can install it now. I'll just show you how they fit and what they're going to look like. The right side, left side one, we've obviously got the hex of the axle. So I made it that slides inside the hex. You can see that goes nice against the edge there. That's the left side, and then the right side is just the axle is sort of proud. So that's going to sit just like that. This is going to be a bit of trial and error because just to get the spacing right in between the two, the spacing of the shaft in between the two bobbins. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to apply a bit of Loctite inside the one side. Go a bit more in the side. Now I've got the right amount sticking out there. I'm going to apply thread lock on this side. Looks like my blue, the 243 is finished. I got another one. Let me go grab that quick. I got a new tub. That's awesome. Front installed. That's front right installed. And front left installed. I think it looks quite nice. Let's do the rear. The way these were designed, same story. This one's going to go inside the axle. And because that's recessed, we just added this little step in here, so that it doesn't touch the swing arm over there. And then this side, because the nut is proud, we've gone for this design, which is going to go over the nut, and it's going to work like that. So the more protection, the merrier, because swing arms are very expensive. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Apply some thread locker in the side that goes into the axle first. make sure there's a decent amount of thread sticking on that side. Then I can apply some on this one. Once it's off the paddock stand, I'll be able to get more grip to tighten that. Let me take it off quickly. Seems tight. Let me show you what it looks like. That is this side now also done, or the rear done. I think that turned out very, very nice. That's left, and then we got right. I think they look very, very nice. Much nicer than the skateboard wheels. I'm extremely happy with how these turned out, these crash bobbins. I think they look a lot nicer than the skateboard wheels. And number two, considering I made them from a solid piece of aluminium, that makes me really, really happy and really excited. I've got a couple more ideas, but you guys will see that in another video. If you enjoyed the content and want to see me continue making more content like this, please consider liking and subscribing, and if possible you can also join the channel as a channel member, which comes with its own perks. Until the next video.